All of these big companies that you're looking at, Microsoft, Samsung, LG Chem, Apple, Dell, Tesla, Glencore, and Alphabet, are all being sued. Why? Because of children mining cobalt in Congo mines. Children as young as 6 years old are mining for 60 cents per day in the Congo. Big tech companies including Dell, Apple, Tesla, and Alphabet, the parent company of Google, are being sued for using very young children to mine cobalt in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, these companies are exploiting Mother Africa and her resources. The Africans, the Congolese, hundreds of them are mining cobalt, and the companies they are mining for offer no protective gear. You see, the Congo is still the world's largest producer of cobalt. A whopping 60% of all cobalt come from these mines. What makes cobalt such a high demand mineral? Well, it's essential in making rechargeable lithium batteries, which powers high-tech products and electric cars. Now, besides the fact that these young Africans in the Congo are being exploited, none of the wealth being made by these companies is going back to the common people of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it's one of the poorest countries in the entire world. 80% of its population is living in extreme poverty. So it's a vicious cycle. Families in the Congo are forced into the mines, earning 60 cents per day. You nor I can't buy anything for 60 cents. So imagine earning 60 cents per day, working hard in the mines. Shame on these companies. What these companies are doing is pure criminal. To top all of this criminal activity off, the working conditions in the mines are extremely dangerous. And the Congolese people mining the cobalt are not even given tools to use. They are using their bare hands to sift, to wash, and to transport loads of the minerals. And they're not even giving anything to use. And they're being killed. Some of the children mining these mines are only 6 years old. The United States Department of Labor's International Labor Affairs Bureau list of goods produced with forced and children labor has listed cobalt mining and child labor as prohibited under international law. So why are these illegal practices still going on? Why are 6-year-old children in the Congo allowed to mine the cobalt? Because these big companies, some I just listed, are corrupting the Congo and American government officials. So that's why the situation continues. That's right. Now, according to the lawsuit against these big companies that mine the cobalt, one of the major violators is a company named Glencore. Glencore. Glencore, after mining, then sells the cobalt to Umicore, a Belgian company that processes the cobalt and then sells it to Apple, to Alphabet, to Samsung, SDI, to LG Chem, and Microsoft. LG Chem supplies Dell and Tesla for use in cobalt contained in batteries. Now, this is the reality. We, the consumers, are also directly benefiting from the child labor because our cell phones and our computers are running from cobalt mined by illegal practices, mined by children, some as young as 6 years old. You need to know that this is a form of slavery. Mining these cobalt mines goes all the way back to the 16th century slavery. Africa always has been used by slave traders to exploit its fertile ground. The raping of the motherland, the raping of Africa goes all the way back to King Leopold II of Belgium. From taking control of the Congo in the 1880s. And what King Leopold did was he forced the Congo villagers to bring ivory to his collectors, and he put the Congo villagers under a brutal system in order to make rubber gloves when the rubber bottom hit. You see, the forests of the Congo produce rubber, and the villagers of the Congo that did not cooperate with King Leopold were killed. And nothing was ever done about this. No money reparations were ever given to the Congolese villagers. The very least these modern day companies should do, the very least the companies I mentioned should do, is supply some clean water to the Congolese people, supply some schools to the Congolese people, or some hospitals. At the very least, you give them tools to work the mines with so they don't have to use their bare hands, and give them a decent pay. My goodness, 60 cents per day is criminal. But now, today, these companies are being sued for child labor laws. They're being sued for mental damages, for monetary losses and other damages. And the lawsuit also states that these tech companies knowingly benefited from forced child labor in the DRC and are also liable under the Victims of Trafficking and Violence Protection Act of 2000. So, when you purchase from these companies, just know what they are doing. They are taking, pillaging, exploiting, and stealing from Mother Africa. And it's high time, it's long overdue, that these companies should be called out. They should be punished, and they should be made to pay back the zillions of dollars they have stolen, and the lives and the resources that they have destroyed in Africa. I will always speak out for and about the motherland being exploited by big companies. And I'm also going to include Firestone Tire Company for exploiting Monrovia, Liberia. From the early 1700s to the 1800s to today in 2020, Africa is being exploited because it is a black continent. Shame on Dell. Shame on Microsoft. Shame on LG, Samsung, Glencore, Alphabet, and let's not forget, shame on Tesla. These companies are no different than any other criminal activities. The lawsuit is public knowledge, and the lawsuit is public record. This is not hate speak, but these are legal facts that you can look up for yourself. Well, like, subscribe, be a genius, think for yourself. This is a Mirror Logic channel.